listening to the Pittsburgh Piledriver
What the hell is that?
Podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Piledriver Podcast. You want to play a game? I want to play a game. Let's play a game. Everybody ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a war games. Ha 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 ha! War. We're going to do Survivor Series War Games picks because it's Survivor Series War Games season. And I hear voices in my head and they tell me it's War Games time. And we're going to leave a legacy of war games behind when we do Survivor Series War Games. Good God Almighty. Hey, Dumb McDumbface is here. That's me. Pete the Beard. He's not here, but he'll show up later. Beef the Legend is here. Tiger Bomb Tom is here. I might be having a stroke. But it's okay because we're picking Survivor Series War Games for the WWE Premium Live event this Saturday, Satire Day. So we got picks. There's not a whole lot of them to do, but we're gonna do them.
All right, buddy, you've done a good job, guys. We got to put Ransom on ice. We've kept him out too long.
Yeah.
Just take a moment, buddy. It was a good cold open. You did a good job.
Oddly
It's
enough,
not a cold open. It's just an open.
oddly
This
enough,
comes,
there's
this
did a
comes
good
after
open.
all the intro music.
along with Survivor Series, AEW Collision is happening in Pittsburgh on Saturday night. So things,
Ooh,
Really?
yeah.
we can go see CM Punk come back live.
I'm surprised you didn't already know that, Beef.
Yeah, man. I really like Collision, although I haven't watched it in fucking 10 weeks because it's college
Oh.
football season. And
Ah.
who puts a wrestling show on fucking Saturday nights?
I'll
Tony
tell you
Khan.
who. A cocaine-fueled nightmare. That's who.
That Turner?
I just
What?
see Tony Khan transforming in the hide and seek version of Among Us, just like "Roar!"
Instead of killing people, he just books weird matches and
yes. Yes.
And yet they work out. And
signs
yet they work
contracts for
out.
TV shows on Saturday nights and
Yes.
Friday nights and
Let's
All of the
Mondays at
things.
1 o'clock in the afternoon.
let's vamp a little bit because we're gonna try to give the Bard a little bit of a time here. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Fired.
Did either of you watch Full Gear on
Yes.
Saturday?
Yes.
I did not do the purchasings of it, and I don't know. I'm not in the know when it comes to the thievery on the interwebs. So my knowledge of Full Gear is what you told me and what I saw on the internet afterwards in text form.
It was a
I mean-
really, really good show.
It's tremendous as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always seem to be.
I'm just gonna say this right now. The fucking Texas Death Match stole the show. Hands down.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
that
Oh yeah.
that match
Was that the Paige
Strickland, yeah.
Or-
Strickland? Okay.
Yep. I mean, obviously, well, we'll get into the standings whenever we do the picks. I'm not happy with the outcome, kind of in both senses. I thought it would have made more sense for Hangman to go over, but regardless, the match was like really, really good. And I mean, it's not often that I sit there and watch a match and I go, oh, and I cringe, but I was cringing at a couple points. I was like, oh god, like, oh no. I could do without the drinking of the blood. Like, it's all right.
Yes, but like the Triple H blood spit was pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
the blood mist, like all right,
Oh,
like
dear.
it's not like he swallowed the blood. He put it in. Yes, it was a bit much, but then like the mist was pretty cool. I don't know,
yeah. It's
like
but you said it best in our chat. Like, say what you will about AEW, but like they do a fucking Texas Death Match. Like, that was one of the best ones that I've personally ever seen, and I haven't seen
Great.
many, but it's I can't see like how you top that. And the crazy thing is, like, even after that, you would have thought, like, the next match, like, oh, I feel sorry for whoever's got to follow that. And the next match was the, Bucks versus Golden Jets, and they did a great job too. So, like, it was really interesting to see the booking order of the card as well too. I always really try to pay attention to that, to just kind of see the ebbs and flows of the crowd and see what they're into and what they're not,
So, first off, I'm just gonna start calling Hangman Page King of the Deathmatch until I'm otherwise proven wrong. Because this year he put on 2 fucking bangers in Texas Death Matches. One with Moxley at Revolution, one at Full Gear with Swerve. Yeah, man, I think that, like, if that's gonna be his niche, I'm pretty much fine with it. And like, yes, I know that AEW tends to, like,
Are you marking it 0,
fall
Ransom?
What do you mean? What happened?
It
I heard
sounds
it too, Tom.
okay. It sounds like you're cocking and uncocking a piece, and I was like, "Are you marking it 0?"
You think
Oh no,
I'm fucking around here marking 0.
I'm putting some lubrication on my garage door so it does
We're
not so
calling the
loud.
cops, man. Put the piece away.
Piece away on the cops.
So, but yeah, I mean, like, it was fucking, yeah, it was really fucking good. And, like, for the most part, pretty fucking safe. So, good on them, because, death matches are tough to do in 2023 whenever
Are you
like,
trying to tell me they didn't use real glass?
I don't know, man. Like,
glass.
when Swerve did that stomp on the Hangman's back with the glass on it, sure as shit looked like it cut like real glass.
Did he stomp? Did he stomp? I thought he did like a 450 splash or something.
Oh yeah, it may have been the 450. You're right, but
Yeah,
like, when he got up, it definitely looked like.
Yeah, he did the stomp on the cinder block, I think, or something, didn't he?
Yeah, which I thought was a fake cinder block, and then it turns out it looked pretty fucking real to take a stomp on, which is phenomenal as well. Anyway,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, like, so, like, kudos to those two. I'm gonna finally give the women's division their flowers, man. Like, they pulled off 2 really great matches on Full Gear. I'm happy with both results. I think that the world women's title match was was exactly what it needed to be, and Tony got the victory, wonderfully so. And then no, Storm.
Not bad.
And then the triple threat match was incredible, which is weird because of how young Sky Blue and Julia Hart and Chris Statlander are. Like, they're all very, very green, very young, but they had, I think, what may be the best match of the women's division in AEW history, if not the best, pretty close.
Maybe just because they're young doesn't mean that they're,
yeah. I mean,
bad.
From all I was listening to something else, and they were very complimentary on Julia Hart like a couple weeks ago on either on Dynamite or Collision, when she had a match, and something that she did that, like, she called it on the fly, and they're just very complimentary, giving her flowers. And so it seems like as young as she is, she's got a good mind for things in ring work and stuff like that. And I mean, MJF's a perfect example too. Just because you're young doesn't mean that you don't get it, because if you really apply yourself and you study the craft, and I mean, extensively, like like MJF claims how he studies tape in and out and forwards, backwards, and every which way. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter your age. It's a matter of how much you're willing to apply yourself.
No, I hear you, man, and like, I'm there for that. I will say I like Sky Blue's new gimmick. I like that they're leaning into it. I like that she got rid of the goofy Scooby gear. I like that the crown of like dead roses was pretty cool. Like I liked
Famous.
all of it, and yeah. So like I like the presentation. I like the new theme. I like leaning into it. I think it's a better Sky Blue, and I think it's what we need. It's a bummer that Statlander didn't hold that title longer, but again, I think that we can all agree that Julia Hart is like way overdue for a championship, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, if anybody was gonna take it off of her, I'm glad. Like this soon, I'm glad it's Julia Hart, just because of how over she is right now. And honestly, look at it. Look at what they did with Jade Cargill. How green she was when she won the title, anyways, and they protected her really, really well. I think if they were worried about that, you could still protect Julia Hart pretty well. But she's as it turns out, she doesn't really seem to need it. She's doing really good. And just she's got a very intriguing character and everything like that. And I dig it. I'm here for it. Sucks that I had put some big points on Statlander. Not too big, middle of the road, but still enough that it hit. So
Hoyt.
it hit. Like
The ladder
Dementos,
match
they
was
suck your
really
face
fucking
and they
good
hit.
too. For being more or less like on the fly.
Yeah.
And I mean, the ladder match may have always been the plan. I don't know, but like, it feels like it was pretty much like kind of chimed in at the last minute, and it really delivered as well. Fucking Brody King is a monster, and I love it.
Oh my god.
The one negative thing I'll say about Full Gear in general has nothing to do with the on-screen product. Nothing to do with any of the matches. I thought all the matches were fantastic. I have a big issue with what they did to my boy Jay White. This entire month, the lead up kind of felt like, oh boy, like he was running around with somebody else's title, calling himself the champion. Like, all right, man, this is kind of all right, man. Like, we'll see what the payoff is. I mean, no one seriously considered he was going to actually win. But like, maybe they were going to do something new with it. Nope. And on top of him orchestrating his buddies having a beatdown of the champion earlier in the night, they hauled Max away in an ambulance after doing the Pillmanizer to his leg. They made a change on the fly in the show that Tony Khan, and they even said on, the announcer said that Tony Khan has approved the change. Adam Cole is in place of MJF against Jay White.
Right.
Which I thought was dumb because then, that changes the sanctioned match. And then you're going to have to go back or re-sanction the other match. I don't know. And then you wheel Adam Cole out there with his bum knee, like trying to do the Spirit of 76 thing. And then MJF comes back in an ambulance, a la Steve Austin. Like, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
but like
it didn't make sense. That whole angle of that. Like, first of all, trying to, if you were gonna take Max out and have him, injured or something or whatever, you're gonna replace him with somebody else who is similarly or worse injured as well. It's like you're taking a one-legged man out and you're replacing him with a one-legged man. That doesn't make sense. And then the fact of Jay White not being able to get the job done, even with the help of his buddies earlier in the night.
It neutered him.
And in the match, yeah, I don't like how that makes him. I don't like how that makes him look. It's
one of the best professional wrestlers on the planet.
Yep.
Could not beat a one-legged man.
Well, and
like I get it, like the whole John Cena thing, like, oh, look what he overcame. But like, let's not forget that we're like 6 months removed from Max being a mega heel. Like, he's still calling himself a scumbag and saying that he's our scumbag, and he's still acting like a heel, even though he's a face.
Right.
And I don't think that guy needs the Super Cena treatment. I
No.
don't think that guy needs to overcome all these fucking obstacles,
Agreed.
especially against fucking somebody like Jay fucking White. I don't like it.
Well,
I don't like it.
and it's there's a lesson to be learned from like look at back in the day. Look at look at Austin. Austin, by all intents and purposes, was a heel, but the crowd dug him and everything like that. But he didn't do like super baby face things. He was loud, he was brash, fucking did what he wanted, and that was it. Like so I don't think you need, like you said, I don't think you need to give MJF that super babyface treatment. And the same could be said in this sense. Like I hear people talking about like whether or not they're going to, start booking Swerve moving forward as a face or anything like that. I don't think you need to do that with him either.
No,
Just because he's getting the reaction, it also depends on the crowd too, like where you're at. Like like Philly crowds and Chicago crowds, stuff like that. Like they always tend to go against the grain, and kind of if you're quote unquote supposed to cheer for this guy and not cheer for the bad guy, they're gonna cheer for the bad guy just because. And sometimes it's just a matter of, hey, you know what? Like, regardless, heel, face, or whatever in between, we just really appreciate these people and the matches they're putting on. Sometimes less is more. You don't have to try to book somebody in a certain way. You don't have to give them this big elaborate injury angle and have them come back at the 11th hour at the end of the night to persevere and win the match. Like, come on. You just calm down, Tony. Put down the cocaine and let's talk. I don't know. But I'm with you on that one. Like I didn't think that Max was going to lose the title regardless. It's not gonna. I don't think that's gonna happen until he drops the tag title, and we talked about it, privately or whatever, off. Well, we talked about it probably on the podcast, but we definitely talked about it in the chat.
I know that we talked about recording at 8 tonight.
We did, and we are rolling. But I really don't think. I really don't think that you're going to get that betrayal from Adam Cole or whatever. Like, you're not going to get that breakup of the Ring of Honor tag team titles until like that other shoe drops, and our scumbag is left there standing mouth agape, going, "But I trusted you," but whatever. And then then after the tag titles are off of him, then I think after some point, then we see him drop the world title. But I don't know.
I don't know why my mic will pick up sometimes if I'm muted. So yeah,
Oh.
I feel like it's a bad decision. It's a bad look. Like the one silver lining that I'll pick out of any of this is that hopefully Jay White's the kind of guy that can overcome this kind of thing.
I think he can.
He's a great wrestler. He's a consummate heel. Hopefully they'll find a way to fucking address it, but man, it was tough.
I mean, I feel like he himself is that type of wrestler that can overcome it. I feel like his character could, but it's really, and I mean, it's really going to come down to how they book him moving forward after this. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they definitely gotta kind of protect him.
Yeah.
Moving forward. All right, so yeah, let's jump into some picks here because I don't want to belliger. I mean, Full Gear was great, and we could definitely talk about it some more, but we definitely want to make sure we get our picks on tape here, and have some time to talk about the old Survivor Series. So 5 matches, nothing too fancy here. We're getting Gunther versus The Miz for the Intercontinental title. Rhea Ripley defending the World Women's Championship against Zoe Stark. Carlito taking on Santos Escobar in a Why the Fuck Not match. And then the two eponymous War Games matches, where we'll see the women, which is Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Shotzi, and Becky Lynch, taking on Damage Control, which is Bailey, Asuka, Io, and Kyrie. And then the men's match, which we'll see Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton, which I got some points about, versus the Judgment Day, which is Damian Priest, Finn Balor, Dirty Dom Mysterio, and JD McDonough with Andrew McIntyre. 5 matches, 5 points. We're going to start at the bottom and start with Santos versus Carlito in a Why the fuck is this happening at a Big 4 pay-per-view match.
Why isn't this match on the pre-show?
All right. And actually, before we do that, let me go through the standings, because I'm sure that I'll get 87 messages. Beef, what are the standings? Beef, what are the standings? Shut the fuck up about the standings! They should also be scribing. Listen to our shows, man. Like, I get it. Everybody wants to know how they're doing.
Know me
but
better,
you know
man.
why we why we do these Chooserweight Opens? To get engagement with the shows. So if you are a competitor in the Chooserweight Open and you don't know what your standing is, it's showing to me that you're not listening to the show. And I take offense to that a little bit. So, listen to the show, you'll hear the standings. Anyway, that's my soapbox. At the top of the standings, with the man who had a damn near perfect Full Gear. The only match he missed on was Jon Moxley.
Wow.
Everything else, nailed him.
Really?
Is Dave. Yep.
Damn.
Dave has 148 points currently. Behind him is Pat with 138 points. He had a respectable Full Gear. And then behind him, tied for third, is Amber with 135 and me with 135. Yes, we're tied. Following that is another fairly sizable gap, and then it's Ransom at 123. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Tom
at
128. So that's not that sizable of a gap. And then Ransom at 123. So he's still in the ballpark.
Yep.
And then Poot at 111. And then Scooby at 85. Scooby texts me. He's like, hey, man, how'd I do with Full Gear picks? And I was like, not good, man. He's like, how am I doing the standings? And I'm like,
not good, man.
Not good, Scoob. Not good, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, it's your first time, and I think we all kind of blow it our first time. So I wouldn't read too much into it, but yeah, not great. He is excited though at the prospect of being the loserweight champion. So at least there's that. So there are standings. Let's talk some Survivor Series. Also, big props to Ransom. Out of a possible 45 points, he brought home 32 on Full Gear.
Nice.
Which was the most of the podcast.
Yeah, I only got a whopping 27. Oh, that 9 points on Hangman, fucking, it hurt bad.
Yeah, man, things weren't good. Things weren't good.
Nope.
So I'll lead us off here with Carlitos and Santos. I almost said Carlitos and Santa. Carlito and Santos, 'tis the season after all. So the idea here is that Santos turned on Ray finally, which we all knew was going to happen at some point. And hold on. BRB.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. So as Beef was saying, I think we all kind of saw the writing on the wall with this. It was just a matter of when. And I'm glad it happened. It kind of helps. It really helps out Santos, especially if you're trying to book him as a heel, because if you think about it, like anybody, you want to get heat on anybody, you have them turn on Ray. You know what I mean? Because like Ray is one of the most beloved baby faces in all of WWE or wrestling ever. Like I can't ever recall a time where Ray was booked or otherwise portrayed in a heel fashion. Can you?
Maybe some weird angle in WCW when he was like with the filthy animals or something. Maybe.
Okay.
But I couldn't even tell you. If he was booked as a heel, I couldn't even tell you how long it lasted. It certainly wasn't memorable. So
yeah, and especially for somebody with Ray, like always, it's always the David versus Goliath, the comeback underdog story, etc., which incidentally I think is why like I just kind of went who caresville with him after so long, because I'm not trying to take away from any of his accomplishments or anything like that, but it's a matter of the suspension of disbelief, where if you had like Ray versus the Big Show, like Big Show should have fucking killed him with like one big clubbing blow to the head, but somehow we got the David versus Goliath and it can happen. Well, yeah, like can it though? Like really? So having Santos turn on him was definitely much needed, and I think it's only going to help out Santos moving forward. So
I'm surprised he lasted as a face this long. I think that the LWO being so like super successful led to that. I think that they probably intended it to be a very quick like turnaround, but because it was a thing, and I mean even now like Wild and the other guy whose name got changed, like they're staying LWO. Like the only one who turned was Santos. Now I mean who knows if that changes at the pay-per-view or not. But anyway, sorry about the belligerent there.
no, you're all good.
Live
covered.
radio,
We're good.
live radio, folks. Sausage is being made. So anyway, I say all of that to say I think Santos wins this. There's no fucking reason why Carlito, a guy who was out of the business for like 20 years and just came back, no reason in hell he needs to win this match over an up-and-comer like Santos.
So he probably will.
But in the same breath, I'll say this. I said the same thing about the Santos Rey Mysterio United States title match. That there was no fucking reason Rey needed to beat Santos for it, and here we are. So, but I do like Santos here. I think it makes sense, and I think it sets him up nicely for a Mysterio feud. Give me Santos Escobar, 3 points. Ransom?
I will echo that sentiment, except I'm just going to say 1 point on Santos.
Probably a smart thing to do, honestly. But I'm saving my my little points for later. Tom, who you got?
Yeah, I'm with you on this beef. I'm gonna say Santos. I'm also putting 3 points on it. I'm pretty confident that it should be him. I would like to save my 1 pointer for between one of I don't know. Regardless, not giving my strategy away, but I mean it'll be pretty evident. I think we're both along the same line of thinking there. It's really middle of the road, 50-50, 50-50 shot, 50-50 points. So
it is absolutely a 50-50 thing, because in the same breath that I said that it should be Santos for every fucking reason. Now, Vince isn't there anymore, so like, but somebody said something to me the other day. They're like, even though I know that Vince is gone, I'm still waiting for that other shoe to drop. We're still waiting for the McMahon decisions to come into play, because we've seen him, twice now, gone and then somehow gets back into it.
Carlito, you mean?
So, no, McMahon.
Oh,
Vince.
okay.
So, like, the fact that he keeps fucking, like, coming back from the grave like some sort of fucking zombie is worrisome to me.
He won't be completely done and gone with no chance of coming back into creative until he's in the ground.
I feel better about it this time.
But don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down. We all were not we all. The majority of us in this podcast were very confident. Well, he's never coming back after this. No, he's blackballed after this. Once this league got out that he was paying these girls off, he's done. He's gone. There's no way. It's a publicly traded company. He definitely can't come back after. And he did.
And he did.
So I won't count him out until he's very dead.
I was gonna say,
to be fair,
even when he dies, what if he has something left in his last will and testament in place? It's just fucking.
It'll be 4 years worth of booking.
To be fair, I think that his initial undoing was his second undoing as well, because TKO's like, yeah, we don't need all this baggage associated with you. So, like, if you just want to collect your money and sit in the sidelines, that's cool. But we're not really like comfortable having you around with your image.
We'll see.
And he said, "Fuck you," and sold a bunch of his shares.
We'll see.
I mean, that's the big middle finger, though, right? Is Vince McMahon saying "fuck you" and selling a bunch of his shares? Like, you would think if he was going to try to make another power play, he would have held on to those shares, right? Like, I don't think there's much more he could do. Like, I think that you're 100% correct. He tried, and I can't believe we're back on this again, but here we are. The fucking tricycle keeps going. Like, he fucked up, and he's like, all right, I'm going to sell the company so I can get back in. He got back in, and then they're like, you know what? We're pretty much done with you. So, like, I'm going to say it. Vince screwed Vince.
We wish you the best of luck on your future endeavors, sir.
Yeah, man. Vince screwed Vince. Moving right along. And another match I have in a match I have zero doubt about who should win, and also zero doubt about who will win. We're gonna see Rhea Ripley defend the WWE, the Women's World Championship against Zoe Stark. Ransom, you're up here.
Let's say Rhea for 2.
Wow.
2.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
You care to expand and extrapolate upon that, or?
No. I just it's one of the big 4.
My title, huh?
Huh?
Okay.
No. It's one of the big 4, and I'm just not 100% confident that they won't do something along the lines of, like, have her drop it here, have her win again in the Women's Royal Rumble, and then win another title a second time at Mania 2 years in a row. I'm not 100% sure that won't happen. So.
Okay. All right.
I mean, I still think she's gonna win, but you never know.
Tom?
Hey, I'm gonna pick Poot the Bard for all of the points in the world. Hi, Poot.
Yes.
Oh, no, you should not bet your points on me. I'm a shiftless, terrible, stupid layabout who was more focused on guitar things than apparently being a good friend.
Okay, well, we're still in the middle of picks, so let's keep rolling with that, and let's save the berating for afterwards.
No, that wasn't berating. That was my berating myself. I'm self-flagellating. Did you know I'm Catholic? Anyway.
We're in the middle of picks, so let's keep rolling with picks.
Well, I'm still picking.
Did you just say that you're farting on yourself, Poot?
Self-flatulating.
Self-flatulating. You heard him. Let's keep rolling.
No, Catholic things. Anyway, so what am I doing? What am I picking?
We'll catch you up. We'll catch you up.
We'll catch you up here in a second.
Go ahead, Tom, with your pick.
It's
Dragon Ball.
All right, so
I came in like a Poot the Bard.
gimmick stealing. Anyway,
okay, so Tom,
5 points. Rhea Ripley. There's There's no I don't see any reason why Zoe Stark should take this title. I haven't heard any rumblings of like a big storyline push for her. Like I don't get why this match is happening. I think it's just kind of a place filler thing. And in Rhea's ultimate wake of destruction until she finally does lose the title. So there you go. 5 points, Rhea.
I am bereft as to why this is not Raquel Gonzalez Rodriguez, whatever her name is now.
Jesus.
Raquel Mexican.
No,
Raquel
it's
Jesus?
true. She was what, Raquel Gonzalez in NXT,
Yes.
and now she's Raquel Rodriguez in the main roster, and I don't know. what the
There's
fuck
no
the point.
point.
Because
No point in that name change.
Because
It's
alliteration.
fucking dumb. Yeah, I guess. Anyway, I don't understand why she's not on the fucking docket here on the Big Four.
Agreed.
The same thing can be said of Shayna. Like, what the fuck's Shayna doing? Nothing. Get her on the fucking card. Like, there are so many better options than Zoe Stark, who, yeah, is a promising prospect. But, like, good lord, like, what? She had a feud with fucking Becky Lynch earlier this year, and then went away, and everybody kind of fucking forgot about Zoe Stark until, like, she's like, oh, hey, I'm back. Like,
Surprise.
when you have a feud with one of the GOAT women and like no one is like more the wiser about you, like what the fuck? Like, come on, we don't need this. Anyway, I say all that to say Rhea Ripley 5 points. Like, there's zero doubt in my mind that she retains, she wins clean, and it's gonna be a decent match. But
something that you just asked, Beef. Why isn't Raquel on the card? I wonder who's the current women's tag team champs right now. Is it still Piper and Chelsea?
Chelsea, yep, Chelsea and fucking Piper.
So I'm wondering if, since hey, surprise, how the sausage is made. We're recording on Tuesday because we're not going to record on Thanksgiving, obviously. I wonder if between now and then, if like by Friday Night SmackDown we get Raquel and whoever in a tag team title match or something like that. I wonder.
No, Natty and oh hell,
Natty Ice.
No, Natty and
Natty with a fatty.
The fuck is the girl with the Chinese wizard?
Oh, Tegan Nox.
Yeah. Natty and Tegan Nox won last night in a fatal 4-way that also contained Casey Squared and
oh my god,
fucking Maxine Dupree and Ivy Nile, who looked amazing as a team. And then who was the other team that really looked? But there was a fatal 4-way last night, and fucking Natalia and Tegan Nox won. I'm like, why? I don't. Fuck, man. So yeah, no, I don't think we see
He's a unit
that happen.
Yeah.
I'm all spun up. Okay, Poot. We need a pick for you for Santos versus Carlito, and a point. We have 5 points to wager tonight.
5 points to wager. What's the name of this event?
Survivor Series
Survivor
War
Series.
Games. Wait,
Super
hold
Bowl
on.
Saturday?
War Games.
Survivor Series Warg Games. For Santos versus Carlito.
Yeah, that was the first one that we picked.
Oh my!
I
mean,
I love
like-
that incredulous fucking like statement. Like sums up how we felt about this match as well.
Like, I mean, you're gonna have Santos Escobar lose to Carlito because he came back. But I still don't feel confident about that. 2 points on Santos Escobar.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Rhea.
What else?
Rhea versus Zoe.
Oh my God! It's absolutely 4 points on Rhea Ripley.
There you go. Now you're caught up.
All right,
Yay.
I did it.
We are
it.
moving right along to Gunther defending the
nope.
Intercontinental title.
Wait, are we? Oh no, Ransom did pick this one
Yeah.
first. I'm sorry. Okay, my fault.
Anyway, Gunther taking on The Miz, defending the title against The Miz. And another match that I'm like, why is this fucking happening at a Big Four? Not that I don't appreciate seeing Gunther. I just, like, I don't know what the fuck The Miz has on somebody.
Hmm.
Anyway, Tom.
Yeah, so believe it or not, this is actually one that I could honestly see going either way, and hear me out on why. I mean, Gunther's already the longest
I don't like
reign.
that.
No, there's good
I don't.
reason.
I don't. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't like it.
Tough.
But go on, please.
Gunther's already the longest reigning IC champ, hands down. That's a fact. But
Done deal, right?
But when you think back in the last, let's just say the last 10 years, who made the IC title relevant? It was The Miz. And the feuds that he had with Dolph Ziggler over that thing. If there's anybody that could believably take it off of Gunther right now, I think Miz would be one of those names. Yeah, I'm sure we could think of others and maybe give some sort of reasoning or whatever, but Miz would definitely be up there in that list. Granted, he's maybe not as active in the ring or anything like that, but he's one of those ones where, like a Dolph Ziggler, where I talked about before, of like, he has the believability that you can plug him in. He's a very good utilitarian, talent to have. If you need him to help elevate talent like a Logan Paul or somebody, he can do that. If you need him to, be inserted into a title picture, you can do that. Because he's had a Hall of Fame career already as it is. He's got the credentials, so he's believable in that sense. And then just, again, like I said, thinking about the IC title and how much relevancy he brought back to it, I could see it going either way. But I don't think they're gonna move in that direction with The Miz. It's a nice little storyline, but I'm gonna go with Gunther, and I'm gonna put 2 points on it.
No. Also, Tom, to answer your point about where's Raquel? Losing to Nia Jax last night, by the way.
There is no God.
Why?
So
listen, I'm gonna state this now.
My hole.
You can, well, besides my hole, I know we've talked about it, is well documented about my disdain and hatred for Goldberg. I think Nia Jax has surpassed that. She's the worst.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah.
What is that knocking? Knocking at my chamber door.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
Fucking silence there and nothing more. All right. There's no.
Excuse
there's
me,
again,
fucking Edgar
it's
Allan
the
Poe.
fucking-
Jesus.
The fucking beating of the fucking heart. Okay. There's no reason that.
Now he's doing it just the spite too.
He sure is. He sure is. He sure fucking is. All right. So right now, Gunther.
I think he's doing the Goldberg theme.
Right now, Gunther is the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. Like you said, fact. Whoever beats him for that is going to have a big fucking a nice little windfall.
So funny.
I see no fucking reason why it should be The Miz. Zero fucking reasono why the fucking Miz should be the guy that beats fucking Walter. Gunther on this fucking historic title reign. I just don't understand why it's happening here. I don't understand why you didn't have anybody else to put in this match against Gunther other than the fucking Miz. Where's LA Knight? I don't know. Who fucking cares? Let's give him the Miz.
I can tell you where LA Knight's gonna be. He's gonna be taking that title off of Logan Paul at Mania. That's where he's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that, and I'm fine with that. And I fucking predicted that last week. All I'm saying is that, my God, like Shinsuke's not on the card either.
Yep.
I don't know if his big call out's gonna happen at Survivor Series or not. Who fucking knows? But there's so many other options you could have gone with. but the Miz.
You could have at least you could have made it a triple threat match too, like something.
Right.
I don't know, anything. Like it is a very
To
odd
fair-
thing. And don't get me wrong. Like when I made my points about the Miz earlier, I'm not saying they should have the Miz win. I'm saying if they decided to go in that direction, there's reasons why I could believe it, but I wouldn't necessarily agree with it. Like just from a storyline stance, like it would be a very disconnected why. You know what I mean? Like it wouldn't make sense, but at the same time, I don't know how to explain it. But
To paraphrase the great Steve Austin, you can take the Z off of the Miz's name and add a D, and you'll see how I feel about him. Give me Gunther for 4 points, just not to beleaguer this any longer. Poot.
Gunther, 5 points. Bottom.
oh,
Yeah, Gunther, 5 points.
Ransom.
Gunther, 5 points.
Fucking every time I try to talk, you people. All right.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah. Moving right along. Women's war games. War games. Where's my wiki page?
I got it.
Bianca,
Yeah.
Charlotte, get out of here. Shotzi and Becky, because sense makes some. Taking on that's fucking Damage Control. Bailey, Io, Asuka, Kyrie.
It's you.
This me.
It's you.
Damage Control, 2 points. I think they start sowing
Wow.
the seeds of the eventual turn on Bailey, but I think that they remain a big enough threat at this point to take down. I mean, and if you look at this, with all due respect to Shotzi, the other 3 are like WrestleMania main eventers.
Yeah.
So like, this is a pretty big fucking team, but it's also full of fucking ego that have like feuded with each other over the last year. So like storyline wise, it makes more sense for Damage Control to win. Give me Damage Control, 2 points. Poot.
I'm less confident, but that's pretty much my thought process too. Damage Control, 1 point.
Ransom.
Damage Control, 3 points.
Tom.
Damage Control for 1 point for all the reasons that you mentioned, Beef.
Well, we just gave them the fucking curse. The curse of the everybody picking them, just
The
like
curse
John
of the clean
Moxley.
sweep.
How'd that turn out for us? How'd that turn out?
I picked Cassidy.
I didn't pick Mox.
I picked
I
Cassidy.
picked
All right, well then
I voted
yeah, you're
for
right. I'm the
Konos,
asshole.
so you know.
Statlander. Statlander's the one we cursed with that.
Yes.
I said Statlander. Men's war game match. Yes.
I said Statlander.
I said Statlander.
There can only be one
like that-
Statlander.
like that fucking retcon there.
I said Statlander.
I said Statlander. Check the tapes. Check the tapes.
Oh, God.
Cody, Seth, Jay, Sammy,
Oh.
and the Viper. All right, so here's my piece.
Confirmed or
So they never said Randy Orton on the
Yeah.
broadcast last night.
yeah?
But it's on the wiki.
They said Cody. Well, wow, if fucking it's on the wiki, then it's gotta be true.
Yeah, the wiki says 9/11 was an inside job too, Tom. You can't always believe it.
Does it say if the frogs were gay from the start?
It freaking does.
Oh God. Sure
all right,
does.
so I'm not trying to say that this is absolutely Phil Brooks. I'm
fuck,
just
that's
saying
funny.
that like this is the fucking reddest herring that I've ever seen. Because Cody's like, I've got a legacy with him. We've got a Viper on our team. What the fuck else did he say?
It's gonna be Jake the Snake Roberts.
Something about hearing voices
Yeah.
and an Apex Predator. Like, all right, like,
Yeah.
but they never said Randy Orton.
Well, I mean, come on.
Randy Orton never came out. Oh, I know. But like why would they hit you on the head with it without
They
saying
didn't
his
hit you
name?
on the head. They beat a dead horse with that.
Yes. Why would and they made very clear to not say his name. I'm thinking there's a swerve here. I'm
When you
thinking
drive?
because, huh?
Nothing.
I'm thinking that because it is a foregone conclusion that this is definitely going to be Randy Orton. I'm thinking it's not going to be Randy Orton. And I think that they just used all those red herrings there. Would not shock me if it were Braun Strowman.
God.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Wouldn't shock me if it were AJ Styles.
It's gonna be Ted DiBiase Jr.
He didn't
Jail.
say anything about fraud or jail for the rest of his life, so I think that we can, sort him out. And I'll go on record as saying this: it would not shock me if it's CM Punk. And like,
Shut the fuck
again,
up, Johnny.
I know that it feels like it's absolutely gonna be Randy Orton, and then like maybe I'm just spinning us up for fucking disappointment.
Yes.
But like they made a very clear and concise choice not to have Orton appear last night and not to use his name. They showed him on a graphic, but fucking graphics can change. It's on the Wikipedia, it's all over the internet. But that doesn't mean that it's gonna fucking happen.
Oh wait, so WWE showed Randy Orton on the graphic as part of their team?
I think I was told that. I didn't catch it myself.
Okay.
So even still, Cody can be like, hey, you guys made assumptions.
It seems weird that
think
he would not say his name and then they would
that's
show
what
him
I'm
on a graphic.
saying.
Or
Like I
That's
don't
what
know
I'm
that they would show him on a
saying.
graphic.
or they have all intentions of bringing Orton back, and then he's mysteriously injured backstage or something, and they have to replace him at the 11th hour, sort of bullshit. Which, if they do that, God help me, why? Just
I don't think they're not gonna have him show up there and not wrestle. Like they're not gonna put him on camera rolling around backstage, having been attacked. I don't think.
I cannot, for the life of me, and I know that we're kind of beleaguering things here, but I apologize. But like, for the life of me, if Randy Orton is on your team at Survivor Series, I don't know why you don't say Randy Orton. I don't know why he doesn't come out to make the save. There's a lot of questions I have. So
Mhm.
again, I could be completely off on this, and it absolutely could be A plus B equaling C, and it could be Orton. That's fine. I don't care. I promise, I don't. Like, I know I've made this big fucking hype about CM Punk coming back and all this other stuff. Like, it's mostly to mess with Tom. But like, again, like I was advocating honestly prior to all this that he just kind of stay retired. So like if he does, I'm not gonna be sad. I'm not gonna be like, well, where the fuck is CM Punk tonight? Like whatever,
don't
it's
lie.
okay.
You'll be so sad.
No, I will not. I will not because you know what's gonna happen if Phil Brooks goes to fucking WWE right now? I'll map it out for you. He'll face Roman Reigns twice and lose both times.
Oh.
He'll probably throw a hissy fit and that'll be that. So like there's nothing there for him right now. So like yeah, like as a fan of the guy, I really don't want him there. Bottom line is, it could happen. I just don't think it's going to. I think it could be a swerve for somebody else, or somebody that we're not thinking about. But the fact that and that's why I wanted to be mention it before our picks, that they never explicitly said Randy Orton. The names Randy Orton were never muttered by Cody Rhodes on the microphone.
So what? It also makes me wonder too, like why if you look at the other War Games match, they only have 4 women on their team, but the men's has 5. I don't understand why. Are they? I'm trying to remember past War Games. They're always. Have they
Usually
been
5-on-5?
Are they 5-on-5?
Mhm.
Okay, I was trying to remember because I don't know. It's in my mind right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Reasons. Got it.
It could be. I mean, like, I don't think they want to try to like mash somebody else into damage control again at the 11th hour. And like, damage control has pissed off half the roster. And there's not a ton of like other viable women to put in this match. Believably viable women. I get it. But anyway, Pooh, you're up first for the men's War Games match.
Oh
Here's your
no.
3-pointer.
My 3-pointer. Whatever will I do? I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with fuck. You know what? I'm doing it 3 points. I'm gonna go with Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. McIntyre just made the kind of like switch over to this to be the big thick boy that Rhea Ripley can fawn over and create tension there. That'll be fun. But I'm gonna go with Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre. Got to make him look strong. I think Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, et al. Can eat the loss despite a big thing. I think that you have the heels go over. I think it would be another good kick in the pants to Judgment Day. And again, kind of legitimizing heel Drew. Get him in there. Get it done. Them. Do it. Yes.
Nixon?
All right.
Nixon.
I am not a crook. Okay. See?
Damn it, I was drinking.
Sorry.
That almost went all over the place. Fuck.
Whoops, that's what she said. Okay, so
Squatter.
now I'm gonna do a little talking. I've let Tom monopolize the show because there's a chance this is the last time he'll be speaking on this podcast for the remainder of the year.
Uh-oh.
So I gave him room
Thank you.
to do lots of talking without telling him to reel it in and let somebody else have a turn. If this doesn't go the way that Tom is hoping that it doesn't go, and he who shall not be named, the Voldemort of wrestling, doesn't return at Survivor Series, Tom will continue to be on the show, and at that point, I'll tell him to, reel it in a bit and let somebody else talk. But I'm going to do talking here now to you and your face. This, I believe, has the potential to go one of two drastically different ways. If CM Punk shows up on Team Cody, I think they win. You're not going to bring CM Punk back and team him with Cody and these other mooks to have them lose. So I think that's a foregone conclusion. Whether the crowd, the crowd's going to cheer for CM Punk no matter what. He's going to come back. The crowd's going to cheer. I was going to say, if they cheer, if they boo CM Punk, they're not going to boo him. He's like the freaking reverse Cena. Like the crowd will always chant him. CM Punk could come out, setting a baby on fire and stabbing it repeatedly, and the crowd would still cheer for him because he's some sort of freaking lunatic, antichrist nonsense. Anyway, if Punk shows up on their team, they're going to win. Easy peasy. Randy is where things get fuzzy. Because Randy Orton, before he got injured and went out, spent a good amount of time, probably more time than he has in recent history, being a very fun, very facey face. Teaming with Riddle. They were doing the RK Bro thing. People were cheering for Randy. He was out there smiling, having a good old RKO time. Randy Orton's one of those guys where he doesn't stay face for a long time. So if he comes back, I could see, a big huggable reunion between Randy and Cody, and it's so nice. Cody's got his mentor back, yada yada. They're gonna go up against the Judgment Day, and things are gonna be great.
Judgment Day.
Yeah, Drew McIntyre and Judgment Day. Judgment Day, get it. But I have this sinking feeling that Orton being on Team Cody, it'll be the end of the match, the 11th hour. It's looking like Randy Orton's going to rally. He's getting ready to deliver an RKO to anybody on Who Gives a Crap team. And he spins around and he nails Cody. And Judgment Day pick up the win, thanks to Randy Orton. And he comes back and cements himself as the heeliest heel that ever healed. And then that would be that long program to take Cody from Survivor Series up to Royal Rumble. Is he's feuding with Randy Orton, his old mentor, yada, yada. So all that to say, I don't know where to put my points, or I don't know where to put my pick, because I don't know who this last person is going to be. And to kind of echo what Beef said, if Cody just dropped one hint, if Cody was like, I've got a legacy with this guy, I'm going to bring him in, we're going to kick your butt, Judgment Day, you're all done, and left it at that, okay, that's an amuse-bouche. It's a little appetizer. It's a little appetizer. You're teasing us there with the word legacy. But like Cody Rhodes beat everyone to death with the legacy, the Apex Predator, the Viper, the voices, the bing bongs, the bang booms. Like, I don't understand why they would use pretty much every catchphrase or moniker under the sun that Randy Orton has ever had ever and not say the words Randy Orton. I don't understand what they're doing there, other than really having the biggest red herring possible. Like, if it's going to be Randy Orton, drop one little hint and be done with it. Enough to where people know, like, oh, well, people are going to write off the word legacy. They're going to know. But that's just one little thing, and then you move on. But, like, they used every single thing to describe Randy Orton under the sun. And then they didn't, like, say, like, yeah, it's going to be Randy. Dude. I don't know what they're doing here. Like, I'm going to pull out my poop pops. How about TBD, Team TBD for 4 points?
How about it? You're taking.
That's not Team Cody. Nope. That's Team TBD. That's a team that hasn't been decided yet. 4 points.
Okay.
It might be Judgment Day. It might be Cody. It might be some completely other team. But no matter what, I've just picked the winner in your face.
That is not risky business. I love it.
No. Let's address you. You can't do that, Reg. You can't.
I can't.
You can't pick both teams.
Come on. Come on. All right. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Team Cody, just because I don't know. There's too much up in the air. I have no idea what they're doing. I have no idea who it's gonna be. But I'm gonna put a little asterisk here and say, if it is actually Randy Orton, I'm picking Team Cody, but my money's going to be on Judgment Day and Randy betraying Cody in the War Games match.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel the same. I 100% feel the same. Tom?
I think it's
your 4-pointer as well.
Yeah. Team Cody for 4 points. You could have Randy Orton come back and possibly betray his team or whatever, or you have him come back as a face, help out, then maybe he hits Cody with an RKO at the end or something like that. Either way, when it comes to Survivor Series, it's hard to bet against Randy Orton. The man's got an impeccable track record at Survivor Series in general, especially with like the traditional Survivor Series matches. So why wouldn't that translate over to a War Games match? So Team Cody, 4 points.
I'm taking Team Cody. 1 point for me. Just because, send the fans home happy. I think one face team wins, one heel team wins the War Games, and
That
I picked
too.
women to win the heel.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it's a big 4 pay-per-view. Send the fans home happy. Somehow the faces prevail, regardless of whether it's Punk or Orton or fucking Braun Strowman, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar. I don't know. Whoever. Oh.
Bork
Oh, boy.
laser.
Oh, what?
What about? I mean, Lesnar's considered to be an apex predator.
Oh, stop.
Cody has a little bit of a legacy with Lesnar too. So
Shut up.
Well,
I'm just saying.
And not only that, regardless, though, I think like when we were
Maybe
talking
it's
about
Manu.
I think you could also have some dissension among the ranks within Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre, regardless that he's supposed to be a heel now or whatever too. I think there could be miscommunication and dissension, and that could lead to their downfall and Team Cody winning as well too. I mean, there's so many reasons why it makes sense to have Team Cody win. I don't know.
Yep. Pootsky, who you got?
Didn't he already pick?
I already did.
He already picked Judgment Day.
Judgment Day.
You sure did. Well, that just shows you how much I'm paying attention.
Rude.
It's because I had everybody's points written down already because I figured
Everybody.
it out. All right, so that's the Survivor Series 2023. I think it's gonna be, your standard fare WWE pay-per event, free for view, premium live thing. So it's on Saturday, which is a bonus for everybody watching, and it's a holiday weekend. So go out, eat some turkey, drink some beer, watch some wrestling, and fall asleep happy. What else we got to talk about?
MJF's hip popped out during his match.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, during the elbow drop to the outside, which was a modified spot, apparently.
Yeah. He's a dummy.
Yeah, it was.
Spot.
Yeah, it was a dumb spot because it was supposed. I guess it was supposed to be onto the announce table.
Through the table, which broke as soon as he put Jay White on there. Yeah.
Yeah, it broke on there, so he modified it and said, "I'm just gonna elbow drop him on the table," which is smart. Then he promptly, had his hip literally pop out of socket.
I'm trying to remember if that was before or after the over-the-top rope cutter, which was a sweet fucking move. But again, like MJF, you're wrestling on one leg, man. Like, come on. We're better than this. We're better than this. We're better than this. I refuse to accept that match. I think that match could have been really good if they didn't do the stupid fucking injury spot. I just,
the whole injury
roll
story.
Disbelief. Yeah, roll to disbelief. That's my statement there. But yeah, it was fun.
Fuck.
Go watch Full Gear. Survivor Series will be fun. Go watch Survivor Series. We're gonna play some Among Us here in a while. That's probably gonna be fun. Go watch us play Among Us. It's gonna be past tense at that point. So you've already missed the opportunity to watch us play Among Us. You fucking tools.
Well, I mean, they can watch it on the VOD. That's fine.
It's fair. Also, quit texting me about where you sit in the standings. Listen to the motherfucking show.
God damn it!
Thank you.
You're welcome. What else? Is that it?
I think that's it. Let's fucking wrap this turtle up.
Fight me. Stuffing is the greatest thing that's ever existed. Eat lots of stuffing. Love your families. And don't forget to wash your balls.
Turkey's better. Fuck off.